Yo, thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. It's another day. It's 10:31 a.m. Pacific time. It's February 11th, 2026. We all are having a good day. Let's get started. Super Bowl LX Bad Bunny's halftime falls shy of rating records. Sunday night's Super Bowl and Bad Bunny fell short of setting records for most watched US broadcast and halftime show. The Seahawks' 29-13 victory over the New England Patriots averaged 124.9 million viewers on NBC, Peacock, Telemundo, NBC Sports Digital, and NFL Plus, according to Nielsen's Big Data Plus panel rating system. That fell short of the 127.7 million US viewers who tuned in for the Philadelphia Eagles' 40-22 victory over the Kansas City Chiefs last year on Fox. However, Super Bowl XL is the most watched program in NBC history. The network is celebrating its 100th anniversary this year. Bad Bunny's halftime show averaged 128.2 million viewers from 8:15 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That would make it the fourth most watched halftime behind Kendrick Lamar's halftime show, which is 133.5 million viewers in 2025. Michael Jackson has 133.4 million viewers in 1993, and Usher has 129.3 million viewers in 2024. Peak audiences set US record. The audience for Sunday's game peaked at 137.8 million viewers during the second quarter, which is a record that surpassed the previous mark of 137.7 million during the second quarter of last year's Super Bowl. This year ended a streak of audience increases for the past four Super Bowls. It is the fifth straight year that game has averaged over a million viewers. After three straight years of Super Bowls that come down to the final minute, the past two have lacked excitement. Sunday's game was the second in Super Bowl history in which a touchdown was not scored in the first three quarters. Seattle was up 12-0 going into the final 15 minutes. Last year's game was decided in the first half as Philadelphia built a 24-0 lead en route to a 40-22 victory. Bad Bunny vs. Kid Rock, the Turning Point USA halftime show featuring Kid Rock peaked at 5 million viewers at one point on YouTube. Nielsen did not measure any of the YouTube livestream viewership of the linear networks that carried it. The only one Nielsen measures is Broadcast Network Charge. Full Nielsen ratings for the prior week will be released Wednesday. YouTube figures show there have been 21,208,583 views of the alternate halftime show through Tuesday night, according to the conservative organization's page. Bad Bunny's show had 61,311,972 views on YouTube. Halftime show on social media. Total social media consumption of Bad Bunny's halftime show set a record of 4 billion views after the first 24 hours, according to the NFL and Ripple Analytics. This is a 137 increase over last year. The social media figures include fans, own platforms, broadcast partners, and influencers. The NFL said over 55% of all social views came from international markets. Full global viewership for the halftime show is expected to be available early next week. Spanish audience record. Telemundo averaged 3.3 million viewers, making it the most watched Super Bowl Spanish language broadcast in the United States. The Super Bowl has been televised in Spanish in the US since 2014. The audience peaked during the halftime show, averaging 4.8 million viewers, also making it the most watched Super Bowl halftime in Spanish language history. Olympics benefit from Super Bowl. NBC's primetime in Milan Olympic show, which featured the women's downhill and team figure skating events, averaged 42 million viewers, the network's largest Winter Olympics audience since day 2 of the 2014 Sochi Games. It was a 73% increase from the Olympic show after Super Bowl LVI. The Super Bowl and the NFL once again delivered a blockbuster audience across the NBC broadcast network, Peacock, and Telemundo, and provided an unprecedented lead into our primetime in Milan coverage. NBC Sports President Rick Cordella said in a statement, "The Super Bowl and the Olympics are the two most powerful events in the world, and we salute our talented production, tech, and announce teams who delivered best-in-class presentations for our viewers, stations, and partners." Other NFL figures: the NFL playoffs averaged 37 million viewers the first 3 weekends, up 5% from last year, and the second most in the past 10 years. That followed a regular session that averaged 18.7 million, the second highest number since audience averages began being kept in 1988. It was 10% increase from last season. Again, thank you for joining. I really appreciate it, and obviously, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Follow me on Instagram, the Studio 11. Follow me on X, the Studio 2020. And I like to say Twitter. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you on the